can still learn at their own pace. As a lecturer, you are busy. You are doing this and doing that. Those 2 hours is not enough to deliver our curriculum. So what do? We can do a pre-recording of your lecture. When you have a pre-recording of your lecture, once your students are enrolled on the LMS, you can just want to enroll them, and they will come at their own time to go through the videos that you have shared with them as a resource. That's one of the benefits and the reason for this training. Another thing is that for adventure, you are busy doing one for the other. If you cannot do a video screen recording, you can do an audio explaining voice recording of particular learning material, and the students can on their own log into the elements to what? To learn. Another beauty of it is that some of these students cannot even find their notes again. This transition period that we are moving from polytechnic to university era, I know you will believe with me that you still have some backlog of polytechnic students. They can have all this at their own use, at their own time, repeatedly. Not all students grab a lecture at once. So you as a lecturer, your ED materials, you can put them on the LMS. The student can visit it, learn, revisit over and over again. So not only the video, the audio, even the lecture plan itself can be structured. Week 1, what you want to give to them, you can place it on the LMS. The one is to give it a section which you are going to go through today. The one is to say that, okay, week 1, do this, after doing it, do this assignment, submit at also time. The system will even grade it for you if you want it to do. So what's our role as academics? Our role is to produce our materials. Already we have our lecture notes. Turn those hard copy lecture notes into what? Soft copy. You can even use text to scan. There's an option like that on Play Store. Take your lecture notes, use text to scan, it will scan it and turn it into soft copy for you without any worry. There are many things you can do digitally that makes your delivery as a lecturer very, very easy. And that is why we felt it's necessary that we reorient ourselves. And also, it's a mandate of the National Board for Technical Education. They do quarter review of every institution. They want to know how are you using your LMS, how often do you train and retrain. So it's part of our mandate to do train and retrain activities. And that is why the Directorate of Open Distance and Flexible E-Learning, in collaboration with the Directorate of Skills Acquisition, we are combining ourselves together to put up this workshop. On that note, I want to say you are welcome, and I want to believe that when you get back to your various departments, to various schools, they are going to replicate what we are doing here today. On that note, I want to say welcome. At the same time, I want to welcome Alaja, Mrs. Yusuf. Okay, he said we should continue. You are welcome, Alaja, that's the director. It has asked if you are working together for this program. And I want to say once again, you are welcome. Relax, learn. And the rector has given us something to refresh with. So at the end of the training, definitely you are going to be refreshed, both stomachally and brainly. God bless you.
Good afternoon all. I want to welcome you to this very short workshop. And I believe by the end of the workshop, each and every one of us will be better off. And if we had, for those of us that don't know how to use elements, we train on it and we have that knowledge ongoing. I want to implore all the EEP lecturers again, please, let us pay attention, because this thing, the LMS will make our work, our lecture, will be very easy for us. And you know, we have been complaining that part of the theory don't have any input. By the time you use LMS to lecture your students, you can test them and it won't take you time to mark the assignments you give them. And all these things will be recorded. When we want to grade, we ask you to forward to editors to find the output so that your own lecture too will be part of the CA, the continuous assessment for this student. The reason why we want you to come is because we want you to have your own input. Because the curriculum that the MBT gave us is just a minimum curriculum. They expected us to add our own input. And since we have different departments with different focus, so we want you to add the focus of your department, to be able to tailor your students. You shape their mind on how they can get trade that is related to your own department. That's why we want you to learn this. We put the minimum from the LBT, but we expect each lecturer to have his or her own input to that. Because if we put the minimum, the school will be charged for copyright. Because that we want. So in order to avoid the institution having a problem of copyright, what other schools did was to put their own input. They have their own input from different departments based on the focus of the department. Because at least the trade that I can get from agri will be different from that of electrical engineering, and it will be different from fisheries. That's why we want the lecturer to put the input from the department into that minimum. So in area where you can expand, you expand the minimum based on the experience of your department. So this time around, we want to have input from the department into that minimum. And that it will be very, very good for us, so that you also have input in what, because a complaint has always been coming up that, look, you have been teaching us why the students are not coming to class because they know that they don't have it. Now they know that you have it. Evidently, they will be able to attend the lecture. And even going for physical lecture will be minimum. Maybe in a semester it just makes them 4 times physically. All other things will be on LMS. You give them assignment, let them submit, you mark, you send it. All these things will be recorded, which you can harvest at the end of the semester. So I want to welcome you to this workshop, and I want to pray that you pay attention so that by next semester the ENT theory will be fully on the LMS. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you very much.
All right, please listen to this very crucial information.
Please, at the point in time during this training, we will be harvesting your details. So, and we have created a Google form so that all of us can join. That's where we're going to put your details. As we are going to do it, is the way you are going to be doing it for the students. So they are sharing a QR code around now. Please let everybody join that group. As soon as you scan it, you will automatically put on the group. so that we can continue from here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. And thank you, Director of the staff, for that insightful opening. A round of applause for her, please. Thank you. At this time, we are going to the technical section where all that have been said that I am referring to as theory will meet with practicals. For today, we have a section on Google form creation, enrollment of users, that is lecturers and students, development of learning resources, and first of all, we are going to be taking the technical section on Google form creation. To handle this, join me welcome to the microphone, Mr. Ayodele. I expect us to clap for him. All right.
Good afternoon, wonderful introducers and my senior colleagues. The reason why we have to pass through Google Form is because of the allocation of courses to the students and to some of our instructors. And one of the main points there is that it will be difficult for us to be doing it manually, while we'll be taking the details of each student and be entering each of them manually. So there is a platform for us. There is a platform for us to upload all the students at once. So there is an example that I will be giving you, that I will be going through an example here now. We have a CSV file that is on the LMS that will give you a sample of the details of the student that you need for you to upload them in bulk. And also, if you are to upload the instructor in bulk too, instead of getting them one after the other, wasting your time. So you just create a Google form, send it to the student, they enter their details, you harvest the CSV file, and you use the CSV file to upload every one of them at once. That is the reason why we have to pass through Google form. And I know many of my senior colleagues here, they know how to design Google form, but it's an avenue for those that doesn't know about it to also gain from it. God bless you as we go into the creation of Google form. Now we can start by going to normal Google. Just go to your Chrome and you type Google form. So it's not connected. For those that are connected, then it will take you to this interface. From the interface, you just take them, you click on the blank form. Yes, Google form. Go to Google using any. Okay, you can use any browser. You can use Chrome. You can use Edge. You can use Safari. Any of the browsers. Yes, but for the system we are having here, I think we only have Google Chrome and Edge. You can use any of the two. Yes, go to Google. Then you just type Google form. Search for it. If you are not connected, it will not go. If you are not connected, it will not go. But if you are connected, you can even use your phone. You can also use your phone. You can use your phone. It's not problem. You have phone, you can use it. If it's not connected, it is internet issue. It's not my phone. Okay. Now when you get to this interface, you click on the blank form. Yes. When you click on the blank form, it will take you to this area where it will ask you for the untitled form. So untitled simply means you have to enter a title there. You can use your phone. You can use your phone. Okay. The next is for us to give the form a title. Let's call the title student data. Title. Then click on it.
Come and listen. One house, please. Thank you. Yes. How
did you get to that particular page? Because when I
are you on phone? Maybe I'm there as a I only see announcement. Mrs. Yusufma, you have got it. Any other question before we go to the HOD? I'm not the one to do it. But I know it is a train the trainer exercise. When I observed that, I needed to. Now, sir, you want to use it for distance exam. There is 7 questions. Thank you for patiently listening. We are doing this training. All the lecturers one after the other. So each lecturer, we enroll all the lecturers in the department because ABCD. Yes, sorry.